Hello, today I want to talk about the world sovereign debt crises. Recently, I guess Greece has been in the news the most, and the impact of Greece debt default would have on the rest of the EU. But certainly, other countries are in danger of debt default, including the US, the UK, Japan, and so forth. But the one topic I really wanted to address kind of goes back to education and people just believing what they read, right? Because people said, oh, well, the media says no one's defaulted on their debt, so it must not have happened yet. But I'm here to tell you today that all governments of major economies around the world have been and already have defaulted on their debt. Because basically what's happening, you can take the US as an example. Our national debt is so great that the government does not have the money to pay the interest, say on US Treasury bonds that China, Japan, Luxembourg, and other nations that are big holders of US Treasury bonds currently have at this time. So in order to pay the interest on that debt, they are creating money out of thin air. So basically they're just printing money out of thin air, not even really printing, because most money today is not even printed, it just exists in digital form as a computer entry on someone's computer. So because they don't have the money, they're just creating it. So in essence, that's already defaulting, because they are basically devaluing the dollar. The EU is devaluing the euro because countries that cannot pay off their debt are just printing euros out of thin air. That in essence is a default. So it's just a matter of semantics, and the world's political leaders do not want you to know they're already defaulting. But in essence, by these governments defaulting on debt, which in my mind they are, because they're creating money out of thin air to pay off the interest on their sovereign bonds that they sold to other nations of the world, that does have a direct impact on your wealth. Basically, it's going to decrease your wealth. So again, goes back to one of my earlier videos, which I basically urge those people that want to maintain or increase their wealth to buy physical gold and physical silver now, because that is the only means of protection. Remember, Alan Greenspan said gold is the protector of wealth, and he said in the absence of the gold standard, one has no way to protect their wealth. So the bankers never want you to buy gold and silver, and the bankers will never tell you to buy gold and silver. So at least Western bankers, because I do know, having been based in China for in Asia for several years, that in China, the Chinese government is urging their citizens to buy physical gold and physical silver, and actually even running commercials on television in China urging their citizens to buy physical silver. So that's it for today, and we'll prepare another topic soon for the next video.